Wow. Wow. You know, I never really appreciated plants until my mother-in-law brought me to Baguio and says, Iho, you have to look at this. Okay, so she brought me there and she showed me one beautiful plant. I looked at it. All of a sudden I said, wow, super. I looked at it again. Ang ganda. Hindi pa yan, Iho, halika, punta ka. She brought me to another plant. All of a sudden I said, wow, I've been missing this all my life. It was there all the time, so beautiful, and I never really noticed it. Two plants, two different beautiful plants. Each was there, but I never noticed. Today we have somebody who really noticed it and is now building and creating beautiful plants for everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, may I welcome Hubert Filler. Hubert. Hi. Thank you very much. Hubert is the husband of someone who was our guest also before, Offie Filler. I don't know if you watched it before, okay? And both of them are into plants, but Hubert here, he's the one really going full-time in this. Hubert, talk to me about plants. First of all, can you tell us a little background of yourself?
Well, I work with two companies, and now retired.
Retired, huh?
And I would say full-time in plants, just as a hobby.
Right. You know what's interesting about Hubert? He's an engineer, by the way, okay? What's an engineer doing culturing plants? Can you tell us why? Why plants? Why
like,
not numbers?
Just like you, Caloy, I considered myself a technical man and nothing to do with nature, nor plants, nor art, these things. I said I restricted myself to numbers when I was young. Until my wife got interested in, well, particularly orchids.
Okay.
And when she started buying orchids, well, I think I had to get involved.
Ganda, no? Ganda talaga, no? When you look at it.
So, I started buying orchids myself because orchids is a good start because you get a lot of varieties of shape, colors, and combination of colors and shapes. You find it in orchids.
Okay. But why? Why go into this? I mean, does it make you happier?
At first, purely, well, commercial.
Commercial, okay.
Even from the, look at it from the commercial point of view. But then, I immersed myself into plants and orchids.
Grabe, ang ganda.
The more I appreciate the values of plants.
Talaga, you know, whenever I look at plants, I look at it, wow, it's so complicated. It's so beautiful. Each plant says something. You know, Hubert, I was told that plants talk to you. Do plants talk to you? I mean, is there any truth to that?
You relate to each other. Plants relate to people, and people can relate to plants.
Is that a fact?
And, well, I read of a study conducted where they used oscillographs to determine if plants have feeling. And plants do react to
they have feelings?
To people, yes. To the presence of the
I love
people,
you.
to the emotions that they get from people.
Oh, really? I was told that, you know, when you are around plants, there is an effect on your overall disposition. Is that so? Well, I mean, if you are around plants, I mean, you're happier, totoo ba yun?
I think the problem with most people is that if we center ourselves to our inner feelings, we find many problems. No, we are unhappy because all we find in ourselves are problems. But
very interesting.
When we look outward, no, when we concern ourselves with things outside of ourselves, then all these problems.
Wow, I like that. I like that. Instead of worrying about or thinking about your problems, nurture something,
Concern yourself with
something else.
yourself with outside of things outside of yourself, then
Yeah.
you become happier.
Yeah, but why plants? I mean, I can be concerned about something else. I mean, why plants? What's so
Well, first-
magical or what's so special about plants?
Well, first of all, plants are always with us. And then plants present some kind of beauty, especially with the flowers that they bear.
Right, right. Really, I mean, I wish really people will really look at the plants. Talaga, iba-iba talaga. Look at this, look at this. Ibang klase. What do you call this, Hubert?
A bromeliad.
A bromeliad.
Yes.
And this plant
That's
here,
also a bromeliad, but
Ah,
different
okay.
variety.
it's a different variety, so there will be a different plant coming out here.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Feelings. I was told that, well, if you touch the plant, talk to them, it gives you a good feeling.
Somehow they react, and you can.
They react, huh?
You can notice based on the condition. You'll notice it, and
I've heard a lot of people say, you want to do real nice yoga?
and you can feel their feelings too.
Ah,
They reflect
talaga.
back in their feelings. When
Talaga, ah?
you really pay attention to it.
And you know what thing I like about plants? It just grows. I mean, and one thing that strikes me is each plant is different. So I say, even human beings are different. May kanya-kanyang beauty.
That's true.
Di ba? So that's the inspiration that I get when I see plant. When I see all of this, wow, ang ganda nito. Pang tao rin siguro. Di ba? Kaya lang we more or less look the same. But we have different flowers, are different characters. Di ba? Yan ang inspiration ko sa mga plants.
Somehow it would seem that the spirit that flows through plants also flows through us, and vice versa.
Spirits, di ba? They exude spirits. I really believe in that, When I'm around them, I feel happy. I don't know why. Basta I just feel happy. It's just that it's living, It's living, and we're there's so many things that are concrete. But here it's really living. I really feel them around. So, yeah, okay, great, I know that this is really your passion, all right? And I'd like people really to feel the same things that you feel, the joys that you feel. If they want to, say, call on you, all right, to help them out. Hubert, Papa, how do you do this? I don't know how to do this. How do they call you?
My number at home is 658
658
5708,
5708.
or through my cell phone, which is
Cell phone?
0927 785 3129.
Okay. Yeah, for people who really want to start, growing these beautiful plants, you need somebody to help you out with passion, who understand plants, okay? Because I know that it's not that easy. This is not a question of just watering, diba? What do you do to nurture it?
Well, sun exposure is important. Each plant has its own requirement for sun exposure. So
Okay.
of course, watering and the humidity also is a factor, especially
Humidity.
with orchids.
Ganda, di ba? So, each one is different. So, maybe like our children, different nurturing styles for different children. How many kids do you have?
Only one.
Oh, swerte mo. Not too much work, not too much. So, okay. So, each plant requires something different.
Yeah, different environment and different water. Even, for instance, you cannot water cactus daily. Gets rotten.
Okay. All right.
There are plants you have to water them twice a day.
Twice a day.
They will require more water than others.
When I see this, talaga, sorry medyo, when I see this, ang ganda-ganda. Hindi ba? Saan ba galing ito? Hindi ba? So, and they're all over. Okay. Where do you get these plants?